Hello everybody and welcome to another Bionicle build. For this episode we are going to be updating part of Chaos. This is Chaos. This arm. Hello. Yeah, we're going to be updating part of Chaos. Specifically, this arm. When I built it originally, I liked it. The front looks really cool. Yeah, the front looks really cool, but where it connects, not so much. And if I figure out a way to make things look nicer, I will also be updating his upper arms, but that's we'll see if I get there, and if I get there, I'll see if I figure a way out to do it. So anyway, we're gonna be updating this thing. That should be it. So yeah, I will get that started right away here. And he just fell over. Alright, I will catch you with updates and whatnot later. Welp! We have a very large cannon. I changed the barrel completely. I like this more. It looks kind of weird, but I do like the design of it. A closer look at that. There you go. Yep. Let's put on and see if he can hold his arm, because this is actually quite hefty. Mostly because the way the front end of the barrel is attached. Actually, before I attach that, here's a size comparison of his two arms. So actually, if I extend the fingers full length, they're almost the same length. This is longer. It was shorter before, but that's okay. A long barrel is not always bad. Keep in mind, he could hold up his arm perfectly fine beforehand. This is now a lot heavier, so let's find out. Well, the immediate results say, yes, he can definitely hold his arm up. That's at max. Is it max? Oh, well, that's... Okay, he can't hold his arm straight up, but I don't think he can hold his other arm straight up either. Yeah, no, it kind of bends down too, so... The joint stabilizer can only do so much before it's overtaxed and starts to wane. But for all intensive purposes, that is his new cannon. Yeah, that's a hefty, mighty fine cannon indeed. Bang! So I am using the Star Wars blaster pieces. So I, in theory, could load these in, but I'm blocking the mechanism, so actually I can't. But yeah, that's his new cannon. Huh. He lost some elbow movement. That's 90 degrees. That's 90 degrees. Actually, that's just fine. Do I have to change that stabilizer again? I probably do. Probably should. Just to make sure that he's... Oh. Just to make sure that his stabilizers are absolutely working perfectly. Alright, so... Put that back on for the moment. So I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna cut and see if I can adjust his upper arms a bit, and I will get back to you after I've seen if I can do it. If not, then this will just be a cut to me talking again. Maybe a meme before then. Yeah, so I'm gonna see if I can edit the upper arm, and I'll get back to you if I can and or can't. All right. Well, idea number 1 didn't work. I tried to double the ball joints that were holding it up, and that did not work. Without the joint stabilizer, it will not have enough friction to maintain the bending axis. You know, this part, like, it would bend, but as I think you saw a little bit, it would just fall back down, obviously faster than that. This is not bad, but if I'm animating and touch him and his arm falls down, that's obviously going to be a bad thing, right? So, oops, I need to come up with a way to keep him, or keep his arm from doing that. I have another idea. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try it and see what happens. It's going to look really funny, I think, but I think it'll work. So I'm going to start doing that, and I'll get back to you if it works or doesn't work. Okay, I have a solution. Or I got one, rather. So I'll just kind of go over what I did while that was going on. So I just changed up his sword a little bit. It now attaches to the shield piece here, like this. Instead of having to take off the shield, put on the sword. It looks really ugly with the sword on and just the sword. So I figured, you know what? Let's just make it so the sword attaches to the shield. Yeah, I tried to make it attach to his bag. That was the last thing I was doing there. Yeah, that looked ugly. So I just, no. I don't need him to do that. It's fine. Oh, that's what fell on the ground. Yeah. Then I changed the upper arms slightly. I added this thing. Yeah. That gap, this there to cover the gap. And then inside the arm, hey, you can see the blue pin there? Yeah, that's a little arm in there. It's just to fill in that space because it was just an empty hole before. Not anymore. I removed the rubber band because I don't need it for animation. It just looks fun. It just looks funny. Since I don't play with them that much anymore, and even if I do, I am a lot more careful when I do it. Because, you know, fragile pieces and all, and really big crushy hands. Yeah, so this can flap, and it needs to flap around because the shield intersects into the armor. So yeah, kind of important that that can move so that the shield can go inside the armor and out of the armor with no problems. That's his left arm, his super punchy hand arm. And this thing, the reason that I'm even doing this episode. Yeah, so as I said earlier, I tried to do the double ball joint for the bendy part here. That didn't work for... That just didn't work. So... Then I said, okay, well, I'll just do a stabilizer bar. And I went, well, I can't really do a stabilizer bar the normal way, so I made that. It works. For all intents and purposes, that works exactly the way I want it to. Unless it's like severe, like that, like his arm will stay rock solid. Little shakes almost don't move it. So that works really well, and I did the same thing to the inside of this as I did with the other one. And yeah, I added one more pin through this, through the cogwheel down here, right in the middle. You can't really see that, I don't think. Yeah, you can't see that yeah, you can't see that at all. But right in the middle, right there, right where my finger is, basically. Right in front of it anyway, is a pin that wasn't there before, and I added it in just for extra strength in that spot. Not that it really needs it, but I figured, might as well, just in case. I always want to be safe than sorry. This is darkness. Darkness, oh my! This is Chaos's new arm. His cannon arm anyway. There is one other change I made on Chaos. Lay him down here. I changed a little bit of his chest area. Basically all I did is if I pull off his big armor piece here. Whoa, why did that fly off? Yeah. Added this thing. Yeah. That. It's just to keep his chest piece in one spot because I'm sick and tired of it moving. Yeah, so now I just slot it right onto the bottom hole like that, and then just push, snap it on the two ball joints, push that as far back as possible, make some adjustments, some minor adjustments and whatnot on the arm pieces that are wrapped around him, and bam, there you go, all nice and compact again. No, I'm not filling up the massive hole in his chest. Yes, I know it's there. No, you will never see that angle in animation, and if you do, I've done something wrong. But yeah, that is Chaos's upgrade. Hope my buddy likes him. This is actually not my mock. This is my best friend's. He made the original form of it, and I've just been upgrading it ever since. And he's loved every version of it, and this is the newest and probably his second to third final version, I'm thinking. Unless, you know, LEGO releases some super amazing pieces that just work really well on this figure. Until then, though, this is probably his second to third last update he's ever gonna get. Just because there's almost nothing I can do with him now. He's got a nice buff super arm that I love. I love this cannon, actually. It's really cool. I was so happy I was able to finally find a use for these stinking Star Wars blasters. His back could use some more work, but aside from that, that might be something I address in the future. But that's basically it. There's not a whole lot else I can really do with him. His legs are ridiculously buff. His legs are like torsos. Like, I could disassemble his legs and there'd be two torsos there. You could make bodies out of his legs. So I really don't see me updating this a whole lot, and if I do update it, they're really small things, and I'd probably end up updating them all at the same time, but I have to go over it and figure out what I want to update, how I want to update it, where I want to update it, and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this this video. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I'm sorry that you're only getting this content right now. I definitely want to fix that. It's just I had planned to do normal videos today, but I had to deal with mom in hospital and yada yada. So everything's fine. Don't worry. But yeah, so there should be normal videos coming up. Maybe tomorrow, it depends what I get recorded. But yeah, so I hope you have all enjoyed this video, and I will catch everyone later. Peace.